Hello and welcome to another edition of Pulp Picks. My name is Patrick.
I'm Fritz.
And we're here to give you this week's reading recommendations on a snowy new comic book day. Weather's turning colder. It's the perfect time to snuggle up with a nice comic and read, and that's what we've done. So what did you come up with for your top picks this week?
Yeah,
Fritz?
so funny enough, mine actually involves its own little snowy environment, but I picked Arcadia. I guess technically the full title is Batman Green Arrow Question Arcadia. But yeah, so it's written by Gabriel Hardman. They've done a bunch of other stuff. I think the biggest thing most people probably know them for is they were the artists on the Green Lantern Earth 1 graphic novel series they did a couple years back.
Yep.
But yeah, they're on both duties here, and it's basically there's this kind of like big conspiracy that's drawing in the titular three characters into this this floating city that's being developed called Arcadia. And ostensibly it's being sold as like, oh, this is where when like things start going bad with like the climate, when like water levels start rising, like we can like make these floating cities that people can go and live on until we can like get stuff figured out and everything. And as one might expect from like something like that, there's maybe a little more like shady stuff going on in the background there. Like it's maybe not all above board. Maybe some like human trafficking going on. Who knows? But yeah, it's just very fun because it's like each of these three characters like starts at different points, and it's like just kind of seeing them converge onto this like starting to piece the puzzles together of like something's going on, like something like we are not seeing the full picture yet, but and in a way that like some of the characters are maybe going to like be at odds with each other when they start like encountering each other. And
Green Arrow at odds with other heroes? Never.
Well, it's great because like the introduction, it starts off with the question kind of like investigating. It's like, oh, there's this factory in Hub City that by all means should just be like abandoned like most of the other things around here, but like someone's using it to manufacture stuff and like sets him on this trail. Ends up giving Green Arrow a call, and Green Arrow's just like, oh, why of all people would you be contacting? Like there's already like clearly like some of these guys don't really like each other. But
that's interesting. I didn't think about that because the question, if you know the history of the question and the history of Green Arrow, now that clicks. They do not have a similar worldview.
No. It's each one of them kind of like doing their own little detective thing, trying to figure out. Hardman's art, I think, really like works for this kind of like very like hard-boiled, very like I'd almost say like 1980s thriller-esque of just like trying to like uncover like this grand conspiracy. Like
sure.
Like you could almost see like the exact comparison isn't there, but like Chinatown almost, where it's, just kind of like. Well,
and I didn't read this one, but I flipped through it, and I definitely got like original Tim Burton Batman movie vibes. Darkman, if you remember Darkman from, and I can see the Chinatown references there too. Very cool.
So and it's like it's all over the globe. Like Batman goes to investigate this thing in Belize. Like Arcadia is being manufactured in the Arctic, so that's where they're all kind of like converging on that. Maybe some of them not exactly against their or willingly. And. No, it's just kind of off to an interesting start, and just like having these characters kind of deal with these kind of like very thorny issues. Because part of what gets a couple of them like to investigate is because there's these kind of like activist groups and these terrorist groups trying to sabotage the project. So that's what kind of like brings it to their attention.
Yep.
And seeing like where they go with those groups and where they go with I think it was the company is called Juno, the people like creating Arcadia.
Oh, like it makes sense for why it would be.
Yeah, like what, like where everything's going to land. Like this is a book that's probably going to get really messy for these three really quick. And I mean, even just like, well, again, as far as the way it ends, like, maybe some people are going to be like, maybe some of these characters aren't going to be happy to see each other for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's off to a good start. I don't know if Hardman has done much other writing besides this. Again, like they've done a bunch of art, but no, I think it's off to a good start here.
Yeah, fantastic.
Speaking of fresh starts, though.
Ooh, yeah. So, I went with Infernal Hulk, #1, and fresh start. How about a new chapter? Because we've had this creative team for quite a while now. But in their previous volume, which was just Incredible Hulk, following up Immortal Hulk and Spaceship Hulk, basically. Johnson has gone back to kind of the horror roots of the character, right? Mm-hmm. And so Hulk and Banner have been bumping heads with elder gods. Mm-hmm. And so this has to do with the One Below and the Green Door and all of that kind of stuff. So we get more of that backstory and find out that the One Below had an adversary, and this adversary has been trying to use Hulk as a means to get out of their eternal prison. Mm-hmm. Well, as looking by the cover would probably lead you to believe, the end of that run didn't have a great resolution for Hulk. So now we've got this gamma-powered Hulk monster that is evil. Yeah. Running around. And they're going to try to take over the world, basically. Mm-hmm. So this is the beginning of that. So if you've ever wondered, like, man, Hulk is so strong and powerful, like, it seems like he would kill people just accidentally, right? And I know that, what was it, right before Planet Hulk?
Great Hawk, like he had this whole thing, just like Banner was able to kind of like calculate subconsciously.
Exactly, right, yeah. So we've known for quite a while as readers that Hulk and Banner actively avoid anything that could cause people to die. But what if Hulk let loose? Yeah. What would happen? Carnage, a hamburger, basically. Yeah. The art in this book is not for the faint of heart. It is graphic, it is gory, it is bloody. It is horrifying. There are also gamma-powered zombies. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's about to happen. And somebody in this book makes the comment like, why is it always the super big guys that go bad? Why can't we have a monster of our own? Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But I have just really loved Klein's work on this run. It's been great. And we had another book this week where we were talking about the fill-in artist. There's been a fill-in artist here or there that's been okay. But for the most part, anytime that Klein's not on the book, you really miss them. Yeah. But yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. But it was a quick read because there are a lot of big spreads of just carnage and chaos. It's
definitely a lot of Hulk smash for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah,
whether that be pavement or body parts.
Or tanks or whatever. Like, I mean, there is just,
kind of, really.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I feel, there's a couple people in here just like, oh, I bet you wish you were dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, they specifically addressed that once or twice too. So yeah, it was just super good. I really enjoyed this, and I've really liked I really enjoyed the previous run too, and I really enjoyed Immortal Hulk. So all of this continuation of kind of Hulk with elder gods and horror and all of that kind of stuff has just been really good Hulk stuff for a long time.
And the thing I really appreciate with this is that Johnson's run with both this and the previous Incredible Hulk series, it's very much in conversation with Ewing's work on Immortal Hulk. It's still like doing its own thing. It's still like we're taking ideas from that, but we're also going to like use that to kind of tell our own story. Like it's not like just trying to do Immortal Hulk again. Yeah. Which is like, it's such an easy trap for a lot of like comics to fall into, where it's just like, oh, it's just this story again with like a slightly different coat of paint. Where it's just like, no, we're like actively like doing other different stuff with things that you've already been introduced to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just so good. And to get somebody like Klein on the book who puts so much work into all the little details, everything feels so gritty, and all the pages feel almost like overly packed with stuff, which is what you need out of a chaotic Hulk book. Like it kind of feels like suffocating at points, but like in a way where like you're supposed to be kind of like drowning in like everything that's happening. Yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed this one. So, in a decent jumping on point, like, just the primer that we just gave you on what was happening up until now would be plenty to jump on at this point. So, but you could also pick up the graphic novels. They're great. Yeah. So, all right, on to our number one pick and talking about crazy artists and giant monsters. And Batman. It's all coming together. It is all coming together,
we've got Absolute Batman issue 14. We're at the end of the Abomination arc, Bane arc, and this one got delayed a couple of weeks because they were allowed to add like a couple more pages, and I would say definitely worth the wait because like, boy, if you couldn't tell from this cover, this issue is just a massive drag out brawl. Like, it is just, they're throwing everything at Bane, just trying to do anything they can to try and take him down. And this book, man, this book.
So, like, I've been trying to figure out how are we going to talk about what's happening in here without giving anything too much away.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the way to say it is, I think people are going to like the way that this turned out. Mm-hmm. I know that people they've had their trepidations about this whole setup and what's been happening, and there have been a few people keep adding Absolute Batman, like this or Ultimate Spider-Man are our most.
I think it might be this at this point.
Yeah. They're both pretty close, but we also had a few people who were like, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this because they did this and this and this, and that to me is just maybe not Batman. I just urge you, hang in there and see where this is all going because, man, this was really good. It was totally not the direction that I should have seen it coming. Well, no, but I didn't. I totally thought that this was going to go down differently.
Like, once you get to the climax of the fight and you see, like, how it plays out, it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, duh. Like, it's like such an obvious, like, of course that's how you would, like, do that. Like, and the fact that you can go that whole issue with being like, oh, God, what's going on? Like, how are they going to get out of this? And then, like, you, like, get to, like, how the problem is solved and just, like, yeah, no, that tracks.
We're Alfred.
Yeah.
I mean, we're basically, we're having the same reactions he is as all of this is happening. And he basically knows the plan. I mean, he knows it a little better than we do going in. We kind of know what's going to happen. But, oh my God, it was so good. And the art is so great. Killer Croc taking on Bane, and they're both just, total pumped up psycho versions of the original comic characters, like bonkers.
I love how the book like juxtaposed, because we like in the background through this whole arc, because of the Waylon Jones of it all, we've been getting flashbacks to before like Bruce's Batman, and when it was still just kind of like him living a normal-ish life with all his friends, and Waylon having this like big like MMA match, and this whole thing, and just like how that's juxtaposed against the events in this book, like how it all like comes together. It's just like, okay, like it's all just the way it's been seeded throughout.
Yeah, and really then that also kind of answers questions about like how did we get here all together?
Yeah.
Like there are a few things that I think that MMA fight and how that went down kind of explains how Bruce Wayne ended up getting into Batman. Like, how was he able to accomplish what he accomplished? So, yeah, it was really good. Man, if you've been sleeping on this book, I don't know who you are, because we sell so many copies and so many graphic novels that I feel like everybody's read it. But if you haven't, man, we just restocked on all the Absolute graphic novel line. I highly recommend getting through this first and second story arc. Man, it's been good. Also, so good.
Just the ending of this issue, the roller coaster of emotions that you kind of go through there, just like just how you feel about certain characters by the end is just again, can't really say anything, but boy, are certain people here maybe not the worst, and some of them are even worse than you think.
How great was Selena in this?
Oh, she's so good. I mean, like,
a small number of panels, but big impact on the story.
Yeah, I can totally see why they decided to give her own miniseries next year.
Yeah, it's going to be super cool. Yeah. All right. Well, so we raved about these 3 books, but it was a really solid week all the way around. What else did you have on your list that almost made it up here?
We almost made it up here. New issue of Absolute Wonder Woman.
Also very good.
Continues to be really good. We were talking about it. For whatever reason, if Sherman ever has to like leave the book as main artist, Mateus Peguera is definitely someone that I think could come on and just like absolutely knock it out of the park. Like, their stuff is just absolutely gorgeous.
I really like how they're kind of taking elements of ancient Greek art and kind of applying it to specifically Diana, you know, her profile and the whole thing. It's just very cool.
Yeah, no, super good there. New issue of Feral this week. We're kind of at the start of new arc. A lot of people are dead. No surprise, a lot of people are probably going to be dead soon. I don't know. I probably feel the way about this book a lot of people who were reading Walking Dead when it was coming out feel about that, just in terms of like, this is my zombie book.
Yeah, like, right? Yeah. Zombies are overdone, except for this version.
Dude, if you told me like before this was coming out that one of my favorite ongoing books would be about like, what if zombies, but animals with super rabies? Like, it's just so good, man. It continues to be very unsettling too. Like, do not read if you don't want to see bad things happening to cute critters.
There's a few of those going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't
know. What about you?
I continue to really enjoy Undead Iron Fist. We're getting kind of more. I don't know. It's been a gauntlet so far, right? Danny's basically been going across the city, Double Dragon style, right? Like, it almost kind of feels like a side scroll, just fight through the city kind of thing.
Has he fought in the Bobo yet?
Yeah, pretty close. He's fought a fat cobra, you know. So, and then we also get a little more of the backstory of how Danny is here now and what he's doing, and then kind of the framework of how he can be here, how long he can be here, and what is keeping him here, because he is an undead Iron Fist. He straight up died. He was in the underworld, so he's back with a specific mission, and we kind of get a little more insight into that. And the next issue is going to be a big throwdown, and then presumably the one after that will be the boss fight, and then we'll see. So I'm guessing that this first one's going to be a 5-issue arc in the trade paperback.
Probably, yeah. And they've already announced like another like mini series coming up where it's like him and like some of the other current Iron Fist characters are dealing with some stuff. So like there's definitely more plans for him in the future.
There will be fallout from this, but it's interesting because anyway, it ties in with Moon Knight. Which it was not a secret before this issue, but they more directly draw the lines on how that's all working. But that was good. DCKO, did you ever watch Attack on Titan and go, I wonder which DC characters would make super psychopath giant titans? Well, you get to see one in this one.
This issue continues, like, this is very much Snyder going with like playing by the rule of cool, just in terms of just like, I just want to have all the toys and just smash them against each other kind of thing. And I think like, and it'd be very easy for a book like that to just kind of like fall flat, but they're making it work here. Like, this issue is kind of like almost a giant scavenger hunt for a bunch of like powerful artifacts. There's this great bit where people are trying to get like lantern power rings, and someone's just like, you only have that ring. She's like, it's the only one I need.
Yeah, right? It was crazy.
It's just like, it's really good there.
Yeah, also Titans there, right? And then there's a major betrayal that happens in this one too. So not that, again, we didn't see it coming, but it was interesting to see it play out. So so many good reads. And you know that you've got a holiday weekend coming up here. You're probably going to want to slip away from the in-laws or your own family or whatever at some point in time. And this would be a great way to sit in a quiet room and spend the time, is pick up a bunch of comic books. So also happening this weekend, though, are the biggest sales of the year. We've got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and then Why Not Sunday. So we're going to be running sales throughout. We've got a whole list of them, so check us out on social media, the announcements. Specifically, what those are going to be are going up today. We're going to open an hour early on Friday at 10 a.m., just to help people kind of, typically people hit like if you're going out on Black Friday to do the shopping, you hit like the big major retailers, what's left of them, and then kind of hit your smaller businesses. So 10 o'clock seems to be about when people are looking to come down and visit us. So, but sales on back issues and supplies and singles and all kinds of stuff, action figures, all kinds of stuff all throughout the store. So that's that. If we don't see you this weekend, we will be back next week with a new video for New Comic Book Day. And in the meantime, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, share. Stop on into your local comic shop. We hope to see you this weekend. Looks like the weather's going to hold.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe some overnight Friday snow into Saturday morning, but Friday during the day and Saturday during the day, it's looking good. So. Yeah. And even if those two are brutal, Sunday should be okay. So one of those days, stop on down. We'd be happy to see you. And
come say hello. We're lonely.
Come say hello. We're lonely. Yeah, for sure. And that's actually never much of a problem around
No,
here.
yeah, that's actually
bustling.
If anything, sometimes it's too busy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Small businesses, light crew. You know, what are you going to do? Have a happy. Yeah. Well, you know, hey, if these people show up, it's all up to you.
Spend money
Show
here,
us spend money so Fritz can get a raise.
I need to pay my insurance.
Yeah, no kidding. Right, yeah. Have a happy and safe holiday, and we will be back next week with more Pulp Picks. Until then, enjoy the reading.
I don't know. I've never really noticed like much bugs down there.